is the leading provider of spoken word entertainment all in one place, and they truly have something for everyone. They have the largest selection of audiobooks ranging from bestsellers to new releases to celebrity memoirs and so many binge-worthy podcasts. I am a huge lover of podcasts, but also a huge lover of books. But I'm a super busy mom and I just don't have the time to read like I used to. So now with Audible, I'm able to pop in my earbuds and get to enjoy the books that I was so missing. For me, I love to listen to Audible at the gym and to help pass the time. I just pop in my earbuds, put on a podcast, or as of recent, I've been really into motivational books, and they have some amazing ones here on Audible. Some of my favorites is the series The Badass at Making Money. They have like 2 or 3 books at this point, and they are on Audible. And also, I've been really into like mediumship and afterlife. And I was able to pre-order a book from Matt Frazier. That's the title is We Never Die: Secrets of the Afterlife. It hasn't come out yet, and I was afraid it was going to sell out, but I was able to pre-order it on Audible, so I'm really excited about that. As an Audible member, you will get 1 credit every month that is good on their entire premium selection, and what's really cool is you get to keep them forever in your Audible library. And what's great is the Audible app is free and can be downloaded on any smartphone and or tablet. All Audible members now have access to a growing selection of titles that is included with the membership, and you can listen to them all you want, including audiobooks, podcasts, and Audible originals. Also, with Audible's new included selection of titles, it makes your Audible membership so much more valuable, with the chance to listen to new favorites and formats like a podcast you maybe never considered before. It's your turn to jump into all the exciting things that Audible has to offer, and new members can try Audible for free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/RACHASMR or text RACHASMR to 500 500. That's go to audible.com/RACHASMR or text RACHASMR to 500 500. Thank you all for your continued support, and thank you, Audible, for sponsoring our video tonight. Hello, everyone. Hello. I hope that Chris, you are all doing exceptionally well tonight. Tonight's video is going to be some palette tingles. So getting ASMR tingles by me showing and over-explaining some new eyeshadow palettes. Some of my all-time favorites. Things like that. We will be tracing. We will be pointing with this little makeup brush. these aquatic shades like this in the crease. The crease of your eye, like that, then like these a little bit on the outer, that on the lid, like this in the inner corner. Mermaid vibes, just so pretty. So that our first palette. This one called Cloudy Blue. This one is Tropic. You can see. This pink is called Flamingo. This one Umber. This one is called Shell. It's the perfect neutral for this entire palette. This one is called 755 Skin. We got Suede, Indian Gold, which is one of my favorites in the entire palette. Same with Moonstone, Cream, Golden, Aquamarine, Aluminum, Industrial, Smoky Quartz, Gold, Glam Green, Cloudy Blue, Bottle Green, that's a weird name, right? Pinta. Pinta's a pretty shade. Let's take a look at her. See what she looks like. Told myself I wasn't gonna do a million swatches, and here I am. It's just a really pretty, brown gold shift. Pink. Okay, let's move on before I stay on this palette for the entire video. Goodbye, Green Brown palette from Natasha Denona. The next palette is what inspired this entire video. I did a on this palette, and everybody just loved it. Good. The texture is so nice. You can see it has this like raised texture that's kind of like quilted. was quite pricey, but they donated part of the proceeds to the giraffe conservation. And I'm all about up in the animals, plus the color story was stunning, and they have some of the best shadows I've ever used, period. I would say that it's in competition with Denona, maybe even better, which is crazy for me to say. But look how pretty that white shimmer is. It's stunning. It's the prettiest white shimmer I've ever saw. And we have a nice brown. Let me show you. Right here. Can you look good? Concentrate your eyes. Right there. Little circle bands. So nice. Like mid-tone brown. And we have a little bit of a darker, which is like a satin matte. And then this stunning brown. It is the most beautiful shimmer. I wish you guys could see these for what they are, but it has the most gorgeous reflect of brown and champagne and silver and white, and these two together on the eye with these two in the crease is the most gorgeous neutral eye you would ever see. And it's a palette that I can use every day, so absolutely I love it. So we have 1, 2 shimmers and 1, 2 mattes. And I tucked my nail right in that shimmer. Isn't that nice? It's the Giraffe Eye Quartet. Quartet, 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 Put that little guy to the side. Moving forward, one of my newest palettes is from Wayne Goss. And Wayne Goss is a makeup artist that is here on YouTube. And he just recently came out with a brand. You can see, very sleek, rectangle, square packaging, black. And then it just has his name, which is his brand name, in white here in the front. Very simplistic, elegant. His palettes do not have shade names. I think it's very hard to open, I will say that. Here are the shades. It's supposed to be very 90s, like supermodel-esque inspired, and I would agree that he hit the mark. You can see how big the bands are. They're square, and very large. And he made it with a makeup artist in mind, so they have a lot to work with. But, okay, we have like a mid-toned, neutral, leaning a little warm brown. We have a gorgeous, like, bone shade. We have a nice, cool-toned, lighter brown. This one almost leans a little on the purple side, but it is a brown. Then we have this much darker, deeper brown. I wore this on my eyes the other day, and I got such a pretty look out of it. And then just one is from